Hey, it's your big Uncle C here, and I was out doing chores and I was driving through the town I live in, and I got thinking, what kind of story can I tell? Well, it's a pretty nice day today, so I decided to come up to a park where I did eat, if you catch my drift. I don't normally use foul language, so you catch my drift on that. But let's get off truck, and I'm gonna tell you all about it. Right back here is well, you can see it's field. It's part of the park. I'm assuming that it's part of the park. And during the spring, my mom always coached girls softball, and my two youngest sisters were on the team, and they came up here one time to do a softball practice. They were practicing right back here in this little lot, or it may have been further back that direction. I can't really remember where they practiced. I think it was right here out in this little field. Of course, my sisters, they were probably 7 or 8, so they weren't very old. So you don't need a big field when, you know, kids are that old. But this is where I ate, well, you know. And I'm going to get into this a little bit more. Let's walk over here to the place in which it happened. Bet you haven't seen one of these in a long time. If you're an 80s or 90s baby, you probably know exactly what it is. Or if you're Gen X, it's the Dome of Death. You can see exactly what it is. Of course, you get up to the top, you fall down. It's like a game of Plinko on The Price is Right. You're going to hit every bar down. Unfortunately, that hasn't ever happened to me, but something in this park has, and I'm fixing to get to it. A lot's changed in this park since when I was a kid. You know, now there's sidewalks. All of this was grass. There's a little pavilion over here. You can bring a lunch and eat. Of course, when I was a kid, that wasn't here. They've added a few park benches. Right behind me is one. And it just seems like a few things have changed. But one memory hasn't. And I'm going to share you that memory in a few minutes. They've even added a little dog area to this park. You can see the fenced area, and then the little crap bags for your dog's poop over here, and a little place to even dispose of it. Craziest thing I've ever seen. I guess if you want to spend a nice day with your dog, you come up to this park and do it. But anyway, let's look at the monstrosity that almost cost me my life. Right here it is. It's the almighty swing set. Of course, we get out here. I want to get out here and pan a little bit. I remember the swing set being more parallel out this way. I could be mistaken. Of course, it's been years since I've been to this park, but I'm going to tell you about the day that I ate. Well, I just ate it. As I was saying earlier in the video, my mom was up at that little field practicing her team, and yours truly and my cousin David, well, we were just running wild and free in this park, along with about 3 or 4 other boys. And well, the old swing set, let me tell you, the almighty swing set here got the best of me. And basically me and my cousin, we were here playing in the park. We were sitting here swinging like this, and well, not like this. We were young back then, and well, guess what? We got the idea of having a jumping out contest, get going real good, and simply jump out of the swing forward. Well, it was a little bit more graceful back then. Of course, I'm old and bad ankles and all that stuff, you know. But that's what we did. We were jumping out of the swings, and well, we got the smart idea. We were going to be smart about it, and we were going to jump out backwards. Well, that didn't work out so well for me, because somehow the swing got wrapped around the back of my shoulders like this. I don't know if somehow the chain got wrapped around like this, and I was being dragged violently across the ground. Of course, I was only about 5'8". I weighed about 100 and maybe 30 pounds soaking wet at 12 years old. And I was being dragged back and forth. Matter of fact, that rut down there, that little rut was probably from me being dragged. It's still there today. But I was sitting there hanging, screaming for my life for my cousin to help. Of course, he's on the ground laughing. All the other boys were on the ground laughing. Well, finally I came to a stop after about 6 times, 6 swings. I finally came to a stop. And of course, when it did, I was hurting. My shoulders were hurting. Well, to come find out, the chain had ripped the skin off the back of my shoulders. And of course, I didn't cry. It just hurt. It stung. And when I walked up, I was walking up all bow-armed, like I was ready for a quick draw at the OK Corral. My mom says, "What do you do?" I said, "Well, I got hung up on the swing over there." And my cousin David, he's with me. He's sitting there laughing. And of course, she started laughing and said, "Well, that was kind of stupid." After I told her what I did, of course, that night they put alcohol and doctored me up, and I walked around like I was a gunfighter at the OK Corral for about 3 days. But anyway, that's the day that I ate it here at the park. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the story. I hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me about some of the crazy accidents that you had as a kid in the comments. But until next time, Uncle C's out. I'll see ya.